Brain food.
So a few weeks ago we built this, a real world Thor's hammer for mortals, but it's designed to be a little bit more than just a toy. Made from fiberglass and resin, it's comparatively lightweight, so there's no real problem swinging this thing around. And at the same time, during our initial testing video, we found out this thing could deliver much more impact force than a hammer or a baseball bat. And against the ballistic gelatin skull standing, the blunt force was, well, devastating. I don't know about you guys, but I reckon it's time for some more tests. I'm not sure how this is going to go because I've got a dodgy elbow and a bad back, but we'll give it a fair shot. So yeah, you can throw it, but without superhero strength, you're going to see this thing coming a mile off unless you're distracted. But what, say, if you were seated like in a vehicle? Well, we can't afford a full car in this channel, but we can afford a bit of one. So let's have a go at it. I think that was quite some deadly force. I mean, it just flew through. Any sort of person here, any sort of bad guy would be marmalised by that impact, even from a fiberglass hammer. And we've even dented the frame. It was only a glancing blow, but we've got a big dent in the metal. Obliterated. Not only is that an extremely big dent all the way down to the impact protection, but we've got divots, hammer-shaped divots right into the metal. And on the fiberglass here, well, you're only really talking cosmetic damage. Pretty tough. What we have here is an internal door, exactly the same that's in millions of homes all over the world. And we're going to try and break through it in two different ways. The first thing we're going to do is try and break through from the inside. So all that's stopping it will be this internal latch. And secondly, to simulate somebody being barricaded in from the inside, we're going to screw it shut all the way around the outside and try and burst through the door. Well, I've got to be honest guys, that took a little bit more abuse than I thought it would. For a cheap internal door, it was the wood structure and everything that gave way in the end. Yeah. Be seeing you. This is an internal drywall, and that separates one room from another. And so is this. It's exactly the same construction, two walls of drywall sandwiched between some 3x2 studding. Let's take a superhero running start at it and see how much damage we can do on the first swing, then smash our way through. Not the best idea in the world, but let's do it. Wall busting confirmed. This isn't going to save you any time soon. In Thor Ragnarok, Hela crushes Mjolnir with one hand. Well, I don't have a superhero grip or a hydraulic press, but I do have a 3-ton van. Alright Lewis, start the van. There you go, no problem at all. So I'm pretty sure that this thing could stop a bullet. The trouble is guns aren't legal in the UK, but there is something we can test it with. This is a £175 draw weight crossbow, and trust me, it has a lot of penetration power, especially when combined with this aluminium bolt with a steel field tip. We've got some 18mm timber, we've got our Thor hammer strapped and fixed to it here, and it's going to present the end face on, and I'm going to try and hit that target. For a start off, there's the deflected shot. I mean, you can see how warped that is now. It just clipped the very top edge of that and ended up in the timber, but hell of a shot. Secondly, look at what it did to that. I mean, it's like Gonzo's nose now. It's absolutely crushed it. Well, there you go. We've got about 4mm maximum into that, so it just shrugged it off. And I think most handguns or small caliber ammunition certainly would have absolutely no chance against a solid mass like this. Concrete roof tile, nice and hard. Smashed to pieces, no marks at all. 4 tiles all stacked up directly on top of each other. Plenty of damage, hardly any damage.
Final round.
Now we're going to have a street fight showdown. In front of us here we have 2 common assault weapons and our Thor hammer. The rules for this are simple. Each one of these gets 3 strikes at our Mjolnir, and then it gets to strike back. Little bit of damage, not much.
One eternity later.
So we've got about an inch into that. Knife's ruined. Right, I suspect this is going to hurt my hand, so it's gloves on. Okay. Oh. That's the end of that done for. Maybe we'll have a little go on that and see if we can break it. Let's see if we can do this in one. Yep. Well, there you go guys, there's only one winner of that. Baseball bat nil, Thor hammer 1, lawn 0. Well there you go, that about wraps this up. I think our homemade fiberglass Mjolnir has proved to be quite a worthy weapon. A little bit of car filler in there and a lick of paint and it's going to be good as new. I think if anything I need to probably send this away now to another channel for a bit of testing. I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, why not smash the like button? And if you're new to the channel, check out some of my older videos and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, see you next time.